your host Rajni Bharara, and welcome to also another episode of Principals Talk Show. Today we have the episode 16th of Principals Talk Show. So, firstly, congratulations, sir, and I would like to congratulate the team for that because in the last season we only had 15 episode, but this time we are on our 16th episode and we'll also be going forward. So many more to come. But like I said, this is the episode 16th of FunKids India's Principals Talk Show, and the topic of today's discussion is what are the best ways to improve a child's socializing behavior. So we will be talking about this topic. We'll be having a conversation around this topic. But before we begin with the discussion, let me introduce you with our amazing principals who are on the panel today. So, very firstly, we have Principal Mousumi Sinha, founder director of Crayon School Show, and then we have Principal Maya Sukumaran, Principal of Gitanjali Senior School, Begumpet, Hyderabad, Telangana. Then we also have Mr. Trilok Singh Bist, Principal of Delhi Public School, Ghaziabad, Vasundhara. And last but not the least, we also have the founder and CEO of FunKids India himself, none other than Mr. Gagan Rana. So, hello to the panel and hello once again, sir, to the show. All right. So now, after the warm introduction, let me begin with today's episode and let me just kickstart the discussion, which will be revolving around. As you can see behind me, the topic is already written, in the flyer, which says that what are the best ways to improve a child's socializing behavior. So, we will be talking about the ways and what are the ways and what all should we do. But before that, I actually would like to come to you, Principal Mosmi, and I would like to start the discussion with you. So I would like to know from you that according to you, what is your opinion on this particular question that I'm going to ask you? And the question is, how important do you think in today's time is socializing? And we also have different connotations about socializing. Some people think being an extrovert and talking too much is socializing. Some people think only talking limited to people is socializing. Only work related thing, if you are able to do that, so that's socializing. So what exactly is socializing according to you, and how important is it in today's time? So, Principal Mosmi.
Yeah. First of all, thanks Rajni and Gagan sir to give me this opportunity to speak today over here. And my very warm regards to another two principals who are here. So first of thing, what is socializing is that see, I'm dealing with very younger kids who are in the age of 2 to 5 years of age. I'm from a preschool background. So socializing, if I go in their view, it like that they should come to the school, they should play with the peer group, they should interact properly with the peer group, right? And after COVID, we are facing this too much. Like when the kids are coming out of their home, now the social and emotional development is not there right now. So according to me, it's very important at home also we should inculcate the social responsibilities to the child. We should teach them how to talk to their peer group. We should let them play with the peer group, and we should help them to cope up in the society, because it's not like that he is introvert or he is very extrovert. It's about the overall development of the child is depending on how he is socializing with the peer group or how he is socializing in the society. It's not like
Okay.
that he is only playing with the peer group, but how he is responding to the elders when they are talking to them. So that is very important in their life, because this is not 1 or 2 day task. It will be there. The social person will be there. This is a long time task for them, right? So that thing is very important, and for that, I think school and the parents should work together for making their child to be social. And if they are social at home, they are talking to their parents, but sometimes we see when they are coming to the school, they are not opening up with the teachers or the peer groups or the aunties or nannies who are there with them. So it's very important. wherever we are taking them, they should have that stage fear. They should speak out. And for that, parents and teachers need to work on their emotional development also. Right. So it's like if they are crying, so you can tell them ki, okay, crying is okay. That in case of happiness, when we are too happy or too sad, in both the time we are crying. Right. So कहते हैं ना कि खुशी के आंसू भी होते हैं, दुख के आंसू भी होते हैं. So the child should be taught in that way. Ki it's okay to find. It's okay. It's okay to be. Sometimes it's okay if you are not getting anything. If you are not learning anything, you are not
Right.
able to deliver that thing. It's absolutely fine. Right. So in this way, we can motivate them. And stage fear, for removing their stage fear, we should do different kind of activities at the school level and at the home also. We should inculcate the habit of asking questions to the parents. Sometimes, as a parent or a teacher, when child asks us some questions, we usually tell you, okay, we will tell you later. Right. Right now I'm busy. I will interact with you later. This happens कि child धीरे धीरे they go back कि okay ठीक है nobody is answering me and they will answer later. तो वो question वहाँ पूछना बंद कर देता है and this leads to their this hurdles their social development also. They will never go to anybody else and they will ask questions. So these things are very important for their development. Thank you.
Okay, amazing. Amazing, Principal Mosmi. You actually, answered the question in a very beautiful way. And you actually also told that what should be the ways for a child to socialize and how the parents should teach the child at home, basically to socialize. So, after Principal Mosmi, I would like to come to you, Principal Maya, and I would like to know from you. So, what according to you is socializing mean? Because people have different meanings to one particular word. So if I were to ask you, so what do you have to say? What according to you is the meaning of socializing? And then do you think it's important in today's time? Yeah.
Very good evening to one and all. And thank you very much, Mr. Rana, to have invited me here. And Rajni, thanks for, constantly contacting me for various things. So this is, now I am dealing with a set of students who are from classes 7 to 12. So what Moshmi was saying was, yes, socializing at that age group. Yeah, and that's the development stage, wherein for me, socializing is, there are two categories of students. In fact, most of them are over socializing kind. And then we have a few. Uh, I feel basically that those students who are not confident of themselves, who feel that they do not match with the others, that means the peer pressure is something which is very, very important for them. And they go by what the peers say and what the peers do. So this is a factor. And in fact, now after 2 years of COVID, things have changed so much. Like it's a challenge daily. If we are interacting with the children very closely, we realize there's a lot of difference in their attitude as what they were before and now coming back what they are now. So I am actually daily very closely interacting with the children, constantly having talks. I know to an extent wherein I would like to know what's going on within themselves, because there are a set of students who have not interacted with people around at all. And now for them to be in a classroom scenario for about 6 to 7 hours is a challenge, is a task. So now they have to come back to that actual word called socializing in a healthy way. So this is, as of now, it is like we are starting again. and bringing them
Mm-hmm.
back to the scene and making them interact with different kinds of children, so that they start building a self-confidence, even to an extent wherein, in fact, today itself I had called a student, and we had a fair, that education fair that we had put up and showcased our own school along with all the foreign universities. So when we had showcased them, and this girl was outstanding. So when she was
Mm-hmm.
outstanding today, I had to applaud her and call her. 2 years, I know when it was pandemic, she had got into depression. In fact, I was the one who sent her to a psychologist whom I knew,
Mm-hmm.
who would work on her. And then I told her, when you entered my school in class 7, because our primary wing and senior wing are, two apart. We have a short kilometer distance between the two. So when the student has come from the primary wing to the senior wing, I had identified this girl with amongst 135 students, and there was some spark in that girl, and especially when it came to gave her a role wherein she had to do some comparing. She was just outstanding. And then there was so much of a dip for 2 years, and suddenly I saw her. She volunteered. She says, I would like to, interact with all the guests who are around. So she was outstanding, and I had to applaud her. And that was the time I felt this 2 years has actually, being alone, she was a single child at home. So all that you get to interact is with your parents, or maybe with the maids or somebody around, or maximum you're looking at faces of people in the building, but you're not interacting
Mm-hmm.
with your age group children. So this coming back to school, being with everybody, is a different scene, and it has brought back the confidence in a child that yes, I am able to fit into the, a group of say 30, 35 students, and I'm able to speak, and they are listening to me. See, that under that confidence which is lacking has to be, we have to ensure that we pull out these students and bring back their confidence, which is, I think,
Right.
a very, very important role for a school leader. It's not the role of a teacher alone.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Principal Maya. You also gave an amazing example here. You know, pointing out how much socializing mean and what all changes it can bring to a student. And then thank you for your answer. And then I would like to come with my second question to you. But before I come with my second question, I actually would like to come to Principal Trilok and ask the same question to you, sir. So, Principal Trilok, what according to you does socializing mean, and how important do you think it is in today's time?
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much, Rajni and Mr. Gagan, for getting me on board on this platform today, where I can share my viewpoints with all of you. There's a very old adage which says, "Man is a social animal." When we talk about man being a social animal, right from ages immemorial, I think our children need to be socializing. Socializing is something which really comes from the interpersonal skills of the children, and to
Mm-hmm.
hone up the interpersonal skills, the parents, teachers can play a vital role. When we complete this trinity of parent, teacher, and student, I think there's nothing which can not support the child to come out of their comfort zone and speak to the people, open up with the people, and encouraging the children to move out of their houses and move out of their schools, going to the old age homes, going to the hutment areas where they can interact with the people of different. It's not a homogeneous atmosphere which is there with the child. They need to meet with different kinds of people. A heterogeneous environment has to be provided to the children, either by the educational tours for the children, or for taking the children for the community service, or taking the various age groups under the parental vigilance. Of course, when the parents are going to the mall and all, they must, under the parental vigilance, they must see how the child is socializing, how the child is talking to the shopkeeper, how the child is interacting with the children around there. It happens in the malls also. There are some play areas. Children go and play over there. Some children are so shy. They just stand at one corner. They don't want to mix up with anyone. So I think socializing is not just restricted to, opening up in the school only. It has to be everywhere. Wherever the child is going, should be able to open up and, extrovert and socializing, as you asked. And there's a slight, there's a very thin difference between the two altogether. So what I believe is giving children an environment to meet and greet and know the new people and individuals. That is also very important. Some
Right.
people, some parents, what do they do? When there's some guest in the home, they say, better you stay inside, you don't come out. Whereas some people say, better come and meet uncle and auntie, come and talk with them. I
Mm-hmm.
think it all starts from the home only. How we make our children socialize with the people. It's not only the responsibility of the school. Yes, it's a collaborative approach of the parents and teachers together to give the overall personality to the child. And we must help the children to understand individual differences in emotions, temperaments, and the kind of receptivity amongst the children. I might receive
Mm-hmm.
somebody, everybody cannot click with me. I might click with Gagan, but I may not click with you for the first time. So, we
Mm-hmm.
must tell the children it's okay. You just look for, how you're going to be receptive with the people whom you're meeting and how you're going to
Mm-hmm.
look at the emotional and the temperamental nature of the people and see what kind of temperament the people have, and then encouraging the play time and not limiting to same age group of players. Like in the evening in the school also, we must have inter-class games happening so that the children know how to mix up with the intersections also, not
Right.
only in their
Mm-hmm.
class. In their section, they're very well versed with every child. But when we make it intersection plays are happening, games are happening, the children are going to the swings and all. They know how to collaborate, how to have the teamwork, how to socialize, how to mix up with the people, how to communicate with the people, how to create that interpersonal skills and all. I
Mm-hmm.
think if I talk this topic, there's such a wonderful topic you people have taken. We can go on and on and on with so many examples from our practical examples. As Maya ma'am
Mm-hmm.
has already spoken, one example, we have plethora of examples with all principles altogether. Like Mousumi ma'am said, I think, when we start talking about the students and our examples, we must help our children to form the questions and ask the questions on meeting the people. We need to encourage the children to ask more and more questions. If they ask
Mm-hmm.
more questions, it means they're observing more. If they're observing more, they'll mix up with the people more. I think, if you really talk about it, that inquisitiveness in the child has to be inculcated. We need to encourage, we need to prompt the children to ask more questions. This is how the children will socialize. He comes to you, say,
Right.
Gagan uncle, why are you wearing specs? If a child comes and asks, it means the child is opening up. He comes to me and
Right.
says, why are you wearing a red t-shirt? Is there any special occasion today? I think, the children should be able to ask more questions, and questions will come only through the observations, whereas the answers come through rote learning. So I believe today is the time when we need to prompt the children to ask more questions, and we need to hone up their inquisitive nature. If they're asking the question, we don't have to get irritated and say, now too many questions, now shut up and don't ask too many questions. We must encourage the children to ask more questions. If they're asking the questions, they will open up, they will socialize. If we stop them from asking questions, after some time they'll become very quiet and they will go into the different zone where they do not open up even with their peer groups as well. I think these are some of the examples with which I can say that this socializing is a very, very important aspect of every child today, especially in this 21st century. Thank you so much. You can carry on further. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you
Gagan, for
so much.
it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Principal Trilok, for such a beautiful answer and for simplifying the question in such an amazing way. You basically have simplified uh, with such beautiful examples that you mentioned. So thank you for that. And okay, so I have many questions now that you three have answered the question. I have more and more questions coming up. But before I come to you, principals, again, I would like to ask the same question to you also, Gagan sir. So how much do you think it is important in today's time to socialize, basically?
It's vital.
Okay.
And the reason being is vital because, human is a social animal, right? because if he socialize more, then he will be much happier. He'll be probably more successful, and he will be a good person who will build the country and take the country forward. If you don't socialize, then it'll become kind of introvert and kind of just not introvert itself, but the shyness will develop, and then he may end up being in depression, and other negative influences can attack him as well. So it's vital, and you have to keep practicing social skills, and within school, within home, or outside home and school, these three places, there should be various ways, as school are doing so many sports activities or quiz activities or co-curricular activities. They are the key one where a child can develop these social skills, and within class itself they should allowed to ask questions, and same at home as well. There should be a way within home, like we should actually, what do we call, promote or encourage this behavior of socializing. Like Trilok ji just said, if somebody comes to your home, you should ask questions. Definitely you should ask. You should not just go and be a cocoon and just stay there. No, you have to come, but at the same time you have to learn with other skills, like communication skills and character building and confidence and courage and all those. So they're all kind of a mixed set of skill sets. But yes, talking to the people is fine, but of course there should be a kind of boundaries as well, which all school and parents need to make sure they define for the children and students, because if we go out of the boundary, we could be in slight danger, because society is just not all that good at the moment. It's getting better, but it's not that good at the moment. So yeah, it's vital. And if they're outside of home, going for cinema or anywhere, they should ask question to the shopkeeper. They should observe, because observing is one of the best skill you can adhere to, which will help you to become a better person in your skill sets, in your career and all that. So yeah, for me, social is really, really important for anyone.
Great. Thank you so much for your answer, sir. So now, Principal Mousumi, I actually would like to come to you again, and I would like to, ask from you that I think, social media. So the word social, it was taken from the word socializing, basically. So the social media was actually was made a platform so that people could socialize, and people could meet each other and chat with each other, have a conversation, and basically socialize. So do you think it is actually helping in for people in socializing, or is it making people live in a bubble rather than socializing? Because when it comes to social media, people have different notions, and there are so many things happening in social media. Let's not get into that, what's actually happening in social media. But the question is, do you really think that social media is helping in socializing, or what do you have to say about that?
No, Rajni, not actually. Because,
Okay.
see, I remember when we were kids, we usually go to the parks, interacting with the friends, we are playing with them. But if we talk regarding the social media or so-called gadgets, right? So
Mhm.
if the child is spending more of the time on these social media and gadgets, now I think this is a one-way kind of communication, right? We are
Okay.
watching something or we are doing something over there, so it's a kind of one way conversation where the child is only seeing and watching, but he is not reacting to those things, he is not talking to those people directly, right? So that thing is very important. We should keep them and let them go outside, play in the playgrounds. I think those games which we were playing in the playground makes kids more social rather than these social medias or different kind of gadgets are there nowadays, right? That is for right. Okay, if we want to keep our child inside the home, we don't want them to go outside, it's fine. We are giving them the gadgets and they are just watching games or on social media, on Facebook or whatever it is, right? But if
Mhm.
the child is going to the park or to the playground, they are interacting with the child, they are in the real life interacting with the peoples,
Mhm.
right? So that is very important. So I don't think a social media is any kind, there is any kind of help from the social media. But yeah, if
Mhm.
the child goes to the outer world, then that will be more helpful for him.
Okay, great. So, Principal Mousumi has said a straight away no for social media when it comes to socializing. So, Principal Maya, I would like to know your opinion on this question. So, do you think that social media is helping in socializing, or what do you have to say about that?
I would say it does help. There is no
Okay.
doubt. I wouldn't know Dr. Gagan if LinkedIn wasn't there. So I think social media, uh,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of awareness to the children have to be given. There's no doubt
Mm-hmm.
about it. Yes, at a particular age, if the parents are also involved and they too know what is happening. See, with
Okay.
that, I think with the parents' help, the children should learn how to use the social media in the right way. And
Mm-hmm.
especially when the children are, in the age of 17, 16, 17, 18 and all, it's very, very important for them to have social connect with
Mm-hmm.
people with whom, a lot of learning can happen. You get different through social media, you get a connect with people who would appreciate it. I mean, writing blogs is something which I support my
Yeah.
students for that, because that's something which is very important. There are people who, you tag it with people, more important people. You are coming in the recognition field. Now, you are talented. You're, whatever you have made, say it could be a painting or it could be baking or it could be anything that you put in Insta, the child gets the recognition. So, and
Mm-hmm.
young entrepreneurs, we have a lot of young entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs coming up in schools, and for them it is very, very important to have a connect with social media, because if they have to make the right clients, the right customers, they need to use the social media. So we can't ban that, but yes, right from childhood, uh, the security part of it, because there are two sides to it, very rightly said,
Mm-hmm.
as Ms. Moshmi said, there are two sides to it. But if the child is aware of both the sides, I think we shouldn't say that there's something bad, there's something bad. Yes, there is a dark side for the internet, but yes, but there is also a bright side, and I think we bring them the awareness of the bright and the dark side, and make children make the right choices. I would say social media is the best thing that could bring in success for
Okay.
anybody. Thank you.
Amazing. So, thank you for your answer, Principal Maya. So, Principal Trilok, we have one yes and one no. So, we have two different opinions on this question. So, what do you have to say? So, what according to you is the answer of the question
I
that
think I think
does social
I
media
think
help in
I
socializing?
think
Yeah.
I think my co-panelists Mousumi ma'am and Maya ma'am has already said it all, but yet I
Okay.
would say there are always a two sides of a coin.
Right.
You can't have only the head, only the tail. It has to have both the sides. The same is the case with the social media also. But social
Okay.
media, if it is under the parental vigilance, if it is used by the children, it can be highly constructive. But if it is left, if the children are left loose all by themselves, it can be highly detrimental to their growth as well. So the both the sides, it has a pros and it has got a cons. So we have to see what we are going to do, how we are going to utilize it. If you really look at it during the pandemic, had the social media not been there, we would have gone into absolute into the cocoon altogether. We started with WhatsApp teaching, message sending the messages and workshops and worksheets and all. Then we went to Cogito Hub, then we came to Zoom, and then we came to Microsoft Teams or the Google Meet. So I think if it is properly used, it's a need of the hour. Today,
Yeah.
social media is very, very important to be connected with the
Mm-hmm.
people. I tell you,
Mm-hmm.
some of my friends who were there with me in class 4th, 5th, 6th, I'm getting to explore them through the Facebook and the Instagram and the LinkedIn and all. So I think this is also very important. But for grown-up people, it's perfectly all right. But for our
Okay.
children, age group which we are handling, they are likely to get diverted. So for that, we as educationals have to see that we have the parental sessions in the schools. We talk to the parents. tell them the pros and cons, tell them how to keep a proper vigilance on their children, how it will be under supervision of the parents. The children are using the internet and the social media. If it is used properly, it is highly helpful. I remember in 2016, much before the pandemic, there was one of my teacher, Miss Ashya Malik. She was a math English teacher with us. She used to put her on the Facebook only. She used to teach the children through the Facebook also after school hours. Instead of having the remedial classes, she was using her personal, which was her personal Facebook page. She used to, through that, she had all the 40 children in her friend list, and she was taking the doubt clearing and all. So it is all depends on how a teacher is using, how a child is using, utilizing it.
Okay.
Secondly, one more very high good advantage which I found during the pandemic, the children were very shy in the school, who never opened up on the face a virtual platform when we are teaching them through the this MS Teams and Google and all. We could see those children also raising hands, they were also speaking out, they were not having any hesitation as such. So I think this is avoid sometimes the children when face to face are not having that courage to speak. We can start with the virtual ones initially, and slowly and gradually we can bring that confidence in the real in the physical mode as well. I think according to me both good bad depends on how we are utilizing it. Thank you.
Great, great. That's a great and beautiful answer, Principal Trilok. And you also actually, every time you're giving such good examples. So thank you for giving such good examples and also simplifying it in such a amazing way. And now, sir, to you also, I would like to know, Gagan, sir. So the same question comes to you. Do you think social media is helping in people in socializing? Because we are also socializing via internet. So we are on this platform called Zooms, and we are also socializing. We are having this conversation, this discussion. So if I were to ask you, so what do you have to say for this question?
Answer is yes. But
Okay.
again, as I mentioned, the boundaries. So everything that we do have pros and cons. So we need to have a do's and don'ts for social media or for Zoom or whatever. And for the kids, they don't have the ability to sometimes think logically and think the future and next steps and the what will be the result of doing my action. So yeah, teaching has to be there with this. So it should be a stepped approach, go slowly and keep monitoring, keep checking, and keep giving feedback to your students or to your child, and making sure it's in a conducive, in a positive manner, and they have some learning in the end of it. And again, social media, as you know that like for LinkedIn, for example, we all came across we know each other via LinkedIn anyways, which is again social media. So for the kids' point of view, definitely social media is good, and but at the same time, it also gives the career to the kids as well. Just don't want to go on the topic, but yeah, social media could be a very strong tool for anyone if used properly.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we have seen so many influencers and so many YouTube stars, Instagram stars, and stars who are celebrities now, from different platforms, different social media platforms. So that's also a great example, how people are socializing and how they are getting a career out of it, out of social media. So yeah, so thank you for that, Gagan sir. Thank you for answering the question. Now, Principal Mousumi, I would also like to come to you again, and I would like to know, I would like to ask one more question. So my question to you is, how do you think, what are the effective ways, what all can the parents and the teachers, of course, in school and parents in their home, what can they do to, improve their child socializing behavior and to get that their child, to basically to have their child this skill? Because in today's time, I feel that having socializing skill is the utmost thing. If you are not a social person, if you are not a communicator, if you don't know how to communicate, you might not even get a job in future. So this is the importance of socializing and being a good communicator in today's time is. So how do you think the parents and the teachers can do? I mean, what all can they do in their homes and in the schools also?
Yeah. See, parents or teachers are the role model for their child, right?
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
the child learns by seeing their parents. If parents have that empathy, showing empathy to the even to the person who are coming to their home as a maid or helping hands, if they are having the interaction with those people, if they have the neighbors around them, and they every time they watch how mama or papa is talking to uncle or auntie, they will be going to react in the same way. Right, in the
Right.
school also, if when the child is coming and if the teachers take the first step, they are greeting that child once or twice in a day. After 3 4 days, we observe that child is uh, repeating the same thing. When
Mm-hmm.
he or she is reaching to the school, he knows ma'am is going to say hi or good morning to me. So he starts doing those things. Parents
Mm-hmm.
and teachers are the role models. So first thing that we should be a very good role models, and secondly, in school also we are inculcating different types of games. Like we in the morning we have assemblies in the formal schools, then we have circle times in the preschools. That is for that reason only. The child should be surrounded by peer group, by the teachers, and all of them are performing over there, and somehow they are interacting with each other. So these things are very important to inculcate the habit of socializing. And we should plan few games which involve from as many as kids or the teachers or other staff over there, so that child should start interacting with as many as person he is having around him. So these things are very important to inculcate, and I think slowly and gradually we will give them the stage performance every month, so that they will come out of their fear, and these things help them to be very very socialized.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for your answer, Principal Mosmi. That's a great answer. And those are some great tips and great points. If the audience is listening us, and if the parents or teachers, whoever is watching the episode right now, I mean, those are some great tips. How you can learn and how you can also make your child socialize with people. So now coming to Principal Maya. So Principal Maya, what all do you have to say? I mean, and what according to you are the ways so that the parents and teachers that they can follow for their child to make their child a more social person?
So when the children are very small in the primary, pre-primary,
Mm-hmm.
socializing, I'm now talking about the parents and the student child. The
Mm-hmm.
socializing is much more. But by the time they're coming to my school, that is classes 7, 8, 9, when they come to our school, what happens is the stage comes wherein there is a small disconnect, between the parents and the children. So the
Right.
children don't like to open up and say, talk a lot about anything. So for that, we have sessions for the parents wherein we, tell them the maximum that you talk to your child. And please do not talk about academics, because that is something that, so the moment they sit, we always tell them that your family meal is very important. So let the dinner be together. Let all the
Mm-hmm.
family members sit together, have dinner together. And on the dining table, please, as parents, do not ask. So ask them, how was the day? What did you do with your friends? And those kind of situations. But unfortunately, a lot of parents ask, okay, how was the day? Uh, how much did you score in that? Did you study this? Did you study that? So immediately there comes a disconnect. So we need to avoid that disconnect by having, by encouraging parents to have healthy talks with the children and discuss about various situations that's happening, like maybe in India or abroad, anywhere. It could be regarding the environment, it could be regarding economy, it could be regarding any crisis that's happening anywhere. Have a discussion, let it be a family discussion. So the socializing should happen at home, because
Mm-hmm.
they are reaching teenage, and that's the time when there is a disconnect. So continue having the connect by having talks otherwise. Have family gatherings, have family outings, which are very important. It's not
Mm-hmm.
that children go out only with their friends and parents go out partying. But I think if once in a while they have family get-togethers. They go out together. Whatever the child likes, the parents also go. So, that brings a socializing factor from home. Now, in school, to encourage socializing, which we feel is extremely important for the healthy growth of a child, we have a lot of group work, teamwork, because that is the need of the hour. They need to learn how to work in a team. And if we don't train them in school level, because I don't think any child should say that whatever has been done, it is my work. So use the word our work. So let it be a teamwork that's happening. So we encourage teamwork. And when there are, different activities that has to be conducted, I give the responsibility to the children. There is a festival called Festanjali that we do various competitions. The entire thing has to be organized by students. Let them form their teams. After forming their teams, they come and give us the idea. This is what we are going to do. So with the approval of the teachers, with the guidance. So I would say, I don't like to use the word teachers. There, I would say they are only guides. They are only facilitators who will tell them what is, how much they need to use, what is required, where there should be, things that has to be toned down. So with the help of the facilitators, if the children are given the leverage of taking in the leadership quality of conducting events, that is again a very good form of socializing. Even classrooms, why should it be a pedagogy wherein a teacher is taking the control of the whole class? I don't like that idea. Let it be a scene wherein the students do their research. In fact, now my teachers realize it. Yes, this is much more easier than we coming prepared and, giving the lecture to the class. Half the children don't listen. The best is let the children come up with, tell them this is the topic they have to. So flipped classroom has to be the norm. There is definitely no thinking back. And with that, the teaching is more effective. What we convey to the children is much, much more effective. And with this, I also feel that, there could be some learnings, like we have an entrepreneur club. So now the next thing that I have told the president and the secretary of the entrepreneur club, come on, form a team. And it is not only student entrepreneurs that I need in my campus. I also want teachers to be entrepreneurs. So yes, I would want you to have a training program. So why not we learn from children too? Give them the responsibility. Say, there has to be both the ways. Learning should happen both the ways. They should understand that what they also know is of importance. So giving them confidence slowly, yes, they are, so they feel so proud that they are going to have a session for the teachers. So I think a lot of interactive work that happens in the school gives a very, very healthy, and it shouldn't be like, if it is an event that is for, it shouldn't be restricted to 11 and 12 separate, the middle school separate, primary separate. There has to be a healthy mix. So if I ask them to form teams for any of the simple cultural competitions, I tell them, yes, take somebody from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and you all form a team. There's a lot of things that you can learn from little ones. There's a lot that the little ones can learn from you. So that brings in responsibility too. It is not only social, socially that they are building up their skill, but they are also becoming socially responsible. They learn how to deal with one another. So that is something, lot of things that we have to try out and give confidence to the facilitators in the school, or the teachers and the staff in the school, that it can happen. So I always believe that the school leader should have a vision for, to show the children that, yes, we are in power with you. If you are socially more, so, if, with social media, if you feel that you're more equipped, sorry, we are also there behind. And not behind, in fact, we are there walking along with you. So it's not that you know more and we know less. So I think that kind of a confidence, if we have, I'm sure all these problems, will slowly wane off, giving responsibilities to people.
Thank you so much, Principal Maya. That was an amazing, amazing answer. Said you gave some great, great tips for the teachers, of course, and the principals and the teachers, and about for the schools basically, and for the parents. You not only gave great tips for them to make their child more socializing, more of a socializing person, but you also gave great parenting tips as well. So if the parents are watching this episode, they should also note down some great parenting tips that Principal Maya actually mentioned in the show. So thank you so much for such a beautiful answer. So now coming to you, Principal Trilok, the same question comes to you. So what according to you should be the effective ways for the for the parents and the teachers, so that they can make their child more socialized?
First of all, I must say, Mousumi ma'am and Maya ma'am have given almost everything to us, but I can just add on a little bit. I can only add on, and the add on is, when we talk about the parents, we should involve them not only in the looking at their house, but even in the school system. We must have the parents involved in the reflection sessions. What is going well in the school? What is not going well? What can be improvised? If we have the reflection session for the teachers, for the students, and parental reflections, can really add on a lot, because there are some parents who have got brilliant ideas, but they feel that the schools are not receptive to take the feedback. We have to take the feedback from the parents with open
Right.
arms, even if it is a criticism. It can be a constructive criticism. Let us accept it. When we accept it, then only this feedback will be feed forwarded to the actual people who have to improvise it. Feedback and feed forward should be simultaneous. That is going to help us a lot individually. And then, if, as Maya ma'am said, we need to involve the parents, make them understand that the importance of family interactions, how their interactions, what kind of language they're using in front of the children. If there's a
Mm-hmm.
discord between husband and wife, are they keeping it away from the children? Are they fighting in front of the children? I think these are the things which are very, very important, where the parental session can be conducted by the school, where we say we are co-partners, in the educational
Right.
journey of the child from pre-nursery. I just don't say sixth, seventh, and eighth. Right from pre-nursery, the social skills should be developed, because 0 to 7, as per the survey says, this is the formative age where everything goes into the child's mind. The child accepts everything. After 7 to 9, 7 to 10, he's okay, but after 10, everything is fixed in his mind. Then it becomes very stiff, very difficult to change the child's mindset altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the social skills to be developed right from 0 years to 7 years, first of all, to make it a value system throughout the life of the child altogether. And as I said, the parents, as my ma'am also said, the parents must dine with the children. They must have the dinner together. I'll give you an example, as I'm in the habit of giving the example. 4 years back, I was in Dubai. I was in the Millennium Hotel. I was staying there, and there was on the 50th floor there was a terrace restaurant. We principals went there. We were eating, and we found there was an Indian family which came there for dining. As the father coming busy with his mobile sat down. Mother with the mobile sat down. The two kids were there. They were all on their mobile. None of them had the time to talk to each other. They were dining together. That dining together without interaction is of no use as such. When they were ordering for the food, father was saying, "You do it, you do it." We could see, we all principals were discussing. This is the deterioration is the family value system altogether. Parents
Right.
need to interact with the children, a constructive
Mm-hmm.
interaction, actual interaction with the children, and involving the children in various decision making. If we are purchasing a TV, let the children also be involved in a bit of which brand we should purchase. Let the child also give. I'm telling you, today's children are much more aware than us. When I was purchasing a mobile, my son knew all the features, whereas I didn't know much about. I just knew how to go to Facebook, WhatsApp, and call and messages. But the children look for so many other things which can really be very helpful in the study material also for the children, because they go, like I say, right now we are on the Zoom. You are going to post it on the YouTube also. So YouTube is not a waste of time as such. sometimes a lot of knowledge. I'm telling you, my son, when he was in class 10, he studied in the school, and whatever he was studying, he was searching for it, the YouTube videos of different teachers all over the world. And that really, the world had come to his doorstep through this. That was also socializing through the social media. And he used to write the comments over there, and the teacher used to respond also. So it's not that social media is only one way. It can also be two way. It is only, the thing is that they have to activate the comments, and that it can do wonders. Various decision making, the children should be involved. As I said, if we involve the children, it can be a win-win situation altogether. Children will definitely be socializing. They'll try to hone up their skills to, convince the parents also. Most important thing in the 21st century is going to be the communication skills. And how will they learn this communication skills? Not just by learning the English grammar and all. It's only through interacting with the parents, interacting with the shopkeepers, interacting with the people. So I think when you involve them in the decision making, they'll try and convince you. While convincing you, they're natural in their spoken skills.
Mm-hmm.
They're natural communicators. They're not making an effort. No, dad, this is not good. Dad, this is there. Dad, you don't know, dad, you're old school of thought, dad. When they're saying all these things, it really gives me even if they're saying something to me that I'm old school of thought, but I feel my child is thinking. That thought process is there, and he's able to interact, he's able to communicate. And we also include in the school, we should include the role plays in the classroom so that every child involves and the transactions are there, and children observe, relate, and learn through the process. And finally, one more thing is I would like to say that, we must foster the coordination amongst the children, not the competition. We must have effective referencing. Where I was yesterday, where I am today. Not where Gagan was yesterday, where I am in comparison to Gagan today. So I don't have to look for that. What we have to teach our children is compare where you were and how the collaboratively the team is winning. As Maya ma'am
Mm-hmm.
said, we need to move from I to we. And if we move from I to we, we'll be able to teach the children the ABC of individuals and the group behavior. As we say, I've been saying in my CBSE sessions also, A means effectiveness and emotional aspects of the child. B means the behavior of the child and the actions of the child. And C is the cognitive aspects and the cognitive thoughts of the children. So I think if we start working on these three ABCs, I think we'll be able to create better, team workers, the collaborative workers, the people who are having a cooperation with each other. Like if I do not, you remember last time I couldn't come for this, this portal, the Fun Foods principals talk. I got late. I was supposed to join towards the end. I couldn't join. So I must have that commitment. Yes, I forgot that. I have to compensate for it. And I told you I'll be here at 6:15 only sharp. And I was here at 6:16, 6:17. There was a slight technical glitch. So we have to teach our children the commitment, how to make a commitment and fulfill it. I think these are the things which can make the children better socially responsible citizens of the world. Because
Mm-hmm.
nowadays it's not citizens of India. We have to have a global perspective, and the global perspective will come only when we teach the children the empathy. I must put myself into the shoes of Lavanya or Rajini, and then think how they're feeling and then react. It's not that I should be impulsive about reaction to the people. That is also social behavior. How I'm going to react. I need to think, pause, think of the other person, and then react in such a way that it pacifies the person as well. Like we get the
Mm-hmm.
parents coming, they come bubbling to the office. This has not happened. Transport was this, that. There's so many complaints are there. You just give them a little
Mm-hmm.
time. You tell them, listen to them. When you listen to them, half their anger goes down. And then after that, offer a cup of, a glass of water. Everything comes down. Tell them, we'll definitely look into it. We'll definitely feed forward your feedback, and it will be taken care of. Without arguing with them, this is also a social skill. How you're going to interact with the people. It's not just interaction, speaking, you're speaking something, I'm speaking something. We have to
Right.
interact in such a way that the other person also understands our viewpoint. These are certain ways where the parents, teachers can pitch in to bring the socialized, well-defined socialized behavior amongst our children. Thank you, Rajni, for
Mm-hmm.
such wonderful questions today. You were an amazingly good moderator, I must say.
Thank you so much, Principal Trilok. Thank you so much for your kind words. And your answer was, I would say, such insightful answer you gave, that you actually said a lot of things. How can parents and teachers make the child and their student more of a socializing person. But the answers that you gave were so insightful that they were not only dedicated towards making the child much of a socializing person, but also a good human being as well. So the answers that you gave was, the answer that you said was a beautiful answer. And if the audience are going to follow your answer, definitely, their child is definitely going to become more of a socializing person, but also a great human being as well. So thank you so much, and I'm sure
Thank
that
you.
your
Thank you so much.
kids must really be really great human beings as well. So thank you so much for that. So coming to you now, Gagan sir, I would like to ask the same question from you as well. So what do you think? What do we have to say? What are the effective ways that needs to be followed to make the child more of a socializing person?
The first thing anyone can do is to walk the talk. So if you want to anyone to be imbibe or follow you, you have to be leader of that character, that attribute. If you're a parent, then you should know how to talk with each other in front of children, and and when you talk to them in front of others as well. You have to set the tone, you have to set the character, you have to set the what kind of person you are. So make sure it's on the positive note. So that's number one. And the second thing, of course, if you do that, then there are multiple activities you can do. How you treat a child, how you talk to the siblings, how you talk to the neighbors, how you talk to anyone, in a social way. So that again, kind of a learning platform for your children, because they always look up to you. So if they look up to you, make sure you stand a standard. You walk your talk. You make sure you always understanding, empathizing, as Trilokji have said. So you have to put yourself in those shoes. And in terms of activities, you can take them to various supporting events, or where they have to participate in a competition, or in a talent show, for example, which we're going to arrange, for example, or take them for any quiz competitions. So just where they can learn all these amazing skills from the home side. Now, from the school side, what I suggest is, school take the children to various places. I'm pretty sure we do that in India as well, because I'm here in England for last many years. So my kids, they go to trip for 4 days, 5 days to a school outside, and they stay overnight, of course, with the teachers and all that. So they learn a lot of skill from there, like do it yourself, be the leader, train yourself, and that helps to build that. They go to park, not the park, but the big park, like Apu Ghars and others. So that process is a good learning curve for them. And also there are other clubs, social clubs, which are there. I think school do organize. I assume here, generally, we have a off from 3:30, 3 p.m. So after that, many parents are working, as they work 9 to 5, 9 to 6, and when they work 9 to 5, they have a after school club. So in that, you can have after school club as well. So where you can let those children who can't go home, let them be there and learn from each other and all that. And within that, you can have a lot of activities which can help in the social behavior. And outside, okay, make sure generally everybody is an average of 5 people around it. Just what I have learned.
Yeah.
Like whom you talk to 5 people. So make sure those 5 people are top people. So they have the average of that. So make sure the average keeps going up and up in that. So again, that's a role of a parent primarily, because kids are kids. They don't have much of that knowledge at times. But these are the few things which I can suggest from school point of view, from parent point of view, from kids point of view, we can do to make sure that we have a good socialized human being who is the part of the country.
Right. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for an amazing answer. And thank you so much to the principals also for such great answers and also for some great tips. You not only gave, beautiful answers, but you also gave ways to the teachers and also to the parents for, how to make their child more of a socializing person and also a great human being as well at the same time. So thank you so much for lovely answers and thank you so much for being on the panel. But the show is not yet over because we still have the presentation that Gagan sir is going to present. So over to you, sir. Please go ahead with the presentation of Fun Kids India. So you're on mute.
Yeah, thank you, Rajni, for this. So, of course, I'm really glad that we have come so far of season 2, and we're in episode 16, and we have 4 to 5 principals. So you can do 16 into 4 or 5 is a big number. Plus, at one time we had 40 principal in one of our show. So yeah, we are growing in principal talk show. Season 2 is again a mega from last season, and thank you for coming in. So I just give a very quick presentation about Fun Kids India. I know you'll know a little bit, but just a bit more on that, because social behavior is as a topic of this. And I think we are one of the platform which really improve the social behavior of children. We give them the platform to participate, just not at the state or the national level, but it's international level. So this is the kind of agenda for today. I won't go into that. So what Fun Kids India is all about, what we do. First thing on the top left is India's emerging talent, the Hunar Ko Pehchan. It's a kind of reality show we run, and we are in season 2 for that. And where all the kids across up to 18 to 19 years of age participate, and they have been participating across the globe, even the US, UK, Germany, and India. Of course, all the states in India have been participated. Or the kids from those schools have been participated. Second thing we do, we work as official media partner for big events, education events. So we had this big event in Radisson, Delhi on 25th June, sponsored by or organized by Education Excellence Conclave. So yeah, we were the official media partner. We'll also have some pictures in a minute. And principal talk show you are on anyways. The other thing, of course, the principal talent show, which probably I will let Rajni to do that. And we make our own songs, and we do all like fun learning activities. We are just not fun. We are learning kind of platform as well. And we are for kids and families, media and entertainment platform. And we are safe digital home for kids. We just don't produce any grown-up content. It's just more for the learning, fun learning. And then we always universally rate our programs, make sure all the good content goes out. And especially all the programs we make this should be have fun with learning twist, because as Maya ma'am said, that if you're going to be too boring all the times, padai, but we need to have that kind of a fun twist to the learning. It's much easier for the students to grasp the learning quickly. And we have our own reality show, which is talent show, and we have our own studio in Delhi where kids do come meet our presenters, anchors, and singers who are judges, actors. So this is our season 1 for IET season 1, where I think many school participated, and this is the Ada Khan Delna Zirani who came for the finale. So my attendant was a part of that as well. And we had amazing sponsors like Radisson Hotel, Clear Water, and others, Raja Masale, Raja Group. This is a few of the pictures from that grand finale in Delhi, Gurgaon. We had it, and all the kids from across India came there. And now we are in IIT season 2, and season 2 has just grown mega and much bigger than season 1. Almost, I think 1000% we have grown. And now this is why we have grown, because we have a big personality, Salim Merchant, as one of the grand finale judge, and him, his household name with his singing and music composing. This is one of his bite where he's saying he's coming as a grand finale judge for IIT season 2, which is India's emerging talent season 2, De Hunar Ko Pehchan. And this is a kind of a roadmap for us on the right, where you can see that we started a journey almost in November, 21st November, from Delhi Public School, DPSG Ghaziabad. where we had the offline auditions. Then we doing online auditions across India and with NRIs. We did a hybrid with Mata Rukmani, Sahabad. We did Bareilly, physical, like we went there, our team went there with judges. Badhayu as well in UP. We covered Jammu, hybrid with IDRS school. We did in Dehradun, Gameville Entertainment. We did in Mumbai, which is a mega one, which is Moonshine Studios in Mumbai. Now we are doing a lot of school level one in Noida and Lucknow and a few other places, Jaipur, Kolkata and all that. And there are 4 categories which children can participate: acting, singing, dancing, and any other category. Like, we spoke about poet, we spoke about quiz master, we talk about good cricketer, for example. Any talent is allowed, because we are not like other channel where who can just pick one talent and then stick with it. We want to give platform to all the talent, whether you're tabla vadak as well, because we have got amazing tabla vadak, which is kind of a Indian art, isn't it? Which is kind of dying in a way. But we are giving a platform to these skill sets, these hunar, where they can come and showcase their talent and be among the top singing, dancing, artists. So finale will be in semi-finale, or this grand finale will be in November. Dates to be finalized, but we are still going through auditions in multiple schools at the moment. So yeah, I welcome anybody from DPS and other schools, and or anyone who's watching, to contact us for the audition in their school. We're talking around, as I said, big schools at the moment in Mumbai and even Hyderabad and Kolkata, Delhi as well at the moment. So we have 3 age groups. We don't have like just one show. Okay, but anybody will win 25 lakhs and all that. No, we have 3 main age group where even your toddler you can participate. 2 to 4 years, generally they don't know anything, but when they're on a stage, they just get on, sometime, and they are just amazing. And those kids really do well in the life. And then we have second category is kids for 5 years to 12 years. And third category is teens category, which is 13 years to 19 years. So 3 age categories. So there will be 3 international winner in this age category. And we have introduced a kind of a concept which you call top 3, city top 3. So we announced from Bareilly auditions. So we have Mumbai top 3, Delhi top 3, like that. So which we have still to announce. So please, if you're in Delhi side, please participate in that. And then if your student is from the top 3 list, definitely you will feel proud, because you will be one of the top school who really encourage children or have children of those calibers. Okay, these are media coverage where you see the press conference for us in various places. And the second image from the left is where the Rajni and me are there, where we are doing the EEC event in Radisson, Delhi. You see the principal up there, you probably know a few madam from there, like Huda ma'am is there, plus Anita ma'am is there, Kajal ma'am is there. So yeah, and it was amazing one. And I think we have another one coming in Chandigarh in November 12th. So we probably going to be there as well. And you see me in Astak, where we're talking about IET. Again, one of the top right, we have this coverage in the Sun Times. And then this one of the guy got interviewed by the media in Bareilly as well. So these are Mumbai auditions. You can see the media coverage. We got amazing media coverage. Around 20 people came to cover our media. As you can see me in the bottom right with one of the TV actress. I don't know if you can recognize her from this picture. See, Simple Call. And then you can see the judges we had in Mumbai. They are all dance diwane or top music singing artists, celebrities and musicians. So that's what Mumbai audition. Now there's a few coverage from various places like Ghaziabad, Badhayu and Sabad, Haryana, press cutting. These are audition in DPSG Ghaziabad. This is our audition in Mount Literacy School in Bhind, Madhya Pradesh. And what a benefit to the school to participate in this. Very simple. One, they will get international, national wide marketing and promotion from us. It's a great opportunity for your management staff and students to have good time and proud moments. We talk about like taking your children to a place, for example, to some park or somewhere. So this is that type of event. When I was talking to Nana Chowre ma'am, she was saying from Bhind, Mount Literacy, that there was a festival in the town. when they participate in the audition, like 70 kids coming up dressed up with their skill set, with their tools and all the gadgets and all that. It was a festival season, whole city, and that city never witnessed those sort of things. And same for other cities as well. Like, everybody just say, yeah, they had an amazing one. And now we are talking to get all 143 schools of Marlitra Z school on the board. We have a meeting with their Z-Learn head very soon. So that's going to be big. And same for DPS and DPSG and other brands like CP Goenkas, and we're talking a lot in Delhi as well, where they're going to come as a whole group. So yeah, you'll be seen as a cultural activity supporting school, not just padai types. So we do free marketing for your school, and we'll provide you full support for that. And what we need in return, just keep your standee backdrop in the key location, reception area, community hall, put hoardings in your city for promotion or in your school, and lead the audition arrangement within your city or your school. And we will provide the full support to you, and promote IET show wherever possible, please. So it's, we have just kept a nominal fee. It says international show. So it's 2,000 rupees per participant, but we have just giving 50% discount, 999. So you can participate, ask your children to participate in this. And we are very fair platform. And we have got, season 1, we have got like a lot of principal actually who came to the finale. They actually gave the bites or the video shoot where that how fair the platform is and how good the platform is, the transparent the platform is, especially in judging. And we will refund the whole money to the top 100 kids, because we have already announced IIT season top 100, top 50 already. So IIT season top 50 is still remaining. So those 100 kids across globe will get their money back. Okay, so any question from anyone?
No questions, but a lot of admiration. It's a wonderful work you're doing, because these children need such platforms where their potential and their talent can be, coming out on the surface. There are some children who are highly talented, but in India, I don't know whether you know or not, some of our children were very good for the reality show. They're wonderful singers, but whenever they go for an audition, they find that they are not being selected because there are some people in between who get their own people over there. I think you must have heard of this also. This happening. There's a girl called Nandini Kapoor from Jammu, who is a duplicate of Lata Mangeshkar when she sings. If you go to her social media, you can see how beautifully she sings. But she never got a chance. She was a 99 percentile in class 12. She was in my school in the Jodhimal Public School in Jammu. I was a principal there earlier. So this girl was a topper in studies, getting 99% in aggregate in class 12 commerce, and then singing. She's so passionate. She wants to be an IAS officer, but she wants to pursue her singing sidewise. And she's singing on the social media. You'll find she keeps getting live. She keeps posting things. And if you hear her, you feel like hearing her, it's so beautiful. Similarly, there was a boy of ours. This boy, you must have heard of Piyush Bhagat. He is now assistant choreographer with Remote Association.
Yeah.
He was my student. And then we promoted him in class 7. We sent him for Dance India Dance. Then we sent him for Dance Plus. And today, where the child is, you can see, the parents were against this. I told them, see, this is the child is cut for this only. That is his passion. And today, when I see Tazia and Piyush together dancing so beautifully, I think that is what the school's role is. So we as educational leaders have to see that this initiative of Gagan sir has to be, we have to be a party to it. We have to be partnering into it. Like our DPS Ghaziabad has already helped you. We are the part of DPS Ghaziabad only. We are the Vasundhara branch. They are the Meerut Road branch. So I think we are always there with you. And in our school, we always support 50% foundational domain, 50% scholastic. Activities and academic should be 50-50%, not that 70-30%, which has been specified by CBSE. We don't go by that. We go by 50-50% each. Right? Thank you so much. And before this, when I was in Jammu, something like Fun Kids, there was a School Stars by Abhinav Dhar, and we were a part of it. We had to pay only 300 rupees, and children have to upload on the channel, and the children were awarded golden brocades, silver and bronze buckets, and they were not competing against each other. Their talent was seen and they were rewarded. I'm always like in favor of all these things because this is how we can make the difference as an educational leader. We cannot be just going by the rut, by the stereotype leadership into the school. And I've already told you that I can sing a bhajan towards the end of this. This is also being upfront. We have to lead by an example. We don't have to tell the children to do it. As principals, you must also live your passion, what you have learned in the childhood. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you so much, Principal Trilok, for your words and for what you said. You actually talked about Piyush Bhagat and also about Nandini. We must go to Nandini's Instagram page and see how she must be really, really good. And about Piyush Bhagat, we already know he has become now a great choreographer, and he is one of the best choreographers that we have in India right now. So congratulations to you because they too are your students. So thank you so much for letting us know that. And now, before ending the show, I also would like to talk about Principals Talent Show, which is going to come up soon, where principals from India and abroad are going to participate. And they are going to get this platform where they will be able to showcase their talent, whatever talent that they possess. I mean, whether it's acting, singing, poetry, storytelling, whatever talent that they have, they will be given this platform where they will be able to showcase their talent. And yes, and let's see who can be the judges. I think we are still in talks with few celebrities who are going to be the judges for that particular show. So we are really, really excited about that. And, it was a fun conversation today. It was really, really, insightful and fun at the same time. But the talent show is going to be even more fun and exciting also because you guys will be on spotlight, and you will be basically showcasing your talents that you have. So it will be really, really exciting for us to see that side of you people. So we are excited about that. So, and I'm hoping that you two are also excited about Principal's Talent Show, which is going to come up soon. And yes, so that's about it. And it was really, really, like I said again and again, an interesting conversation that we had today. And before ending this show, as Principal Trilok said, he would like to end it with a bhajan. So, sir, the platform is
Only
all
two
yours.
lines.
Please begin.
Only two
Yeah,
lines.
please.
Only two lines. I, I, no, मोहे सुन सुन आवे हंसी रे ओ पानी में मीन पियासी सुन 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 आवे रे हंसी मोहे सुन सुन आवे हंसी रे ओ पानी में मीन पियासी गंगा नहाए गंगा रे नहाए गंगा गंगा नहाए गोदावरी तीरे भटकत फिरे उदासी रे ओ पानी में मीन पियासी सुन सुन आवे हंसी रे ओ पानी में मीन पियासी. It's just a symbolic song. We are all in the educational sector still.
Beautiful.
We are thirsty. You can think of, we don't have a learning urge. We don't learn from each other. I think that is very, very important. It was a song which I sang for the principals conference in 2016. when I was in Dubai, and I really loved it. I always try and make sure that whenever I'm getting a chance, like this is a talent hunt show also. There's a talent hunt portal also. I'm not that talented, but yes, I love singing. That's it. Thank you so much,
So
Mr. Gagan.
we enjoyed it. We absolutely enjoyed it. I'm sure that the way people, who attended that event also must have enjoyed it exactly how we did today. So you have a beautiful voice, and sir, Gagan, sir, I think we already have a tough competition for Principal's talent show, right? We
Yeah,
already have got a contender. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think you will be in the top rank. You will be in the top ranks,
yeah.
Principal Best, because of course last time it was good. I think Neha, sorry, one of the principal who did kind of a really amazing acting, and one other principal did script writing and all that. So this time is going to be a good competition. I'm pretty sure, because
Yeah.
we have already crossed on 100 plus principal in this season. So I know a lot of going to be participating, and also Principal Best. You can ask Mr. Bagga to come there to judge you, right? If you can ask him to judge you people for us, we'll also contact him, because since of course he's a dancing one, that's fine. But we have we have Salim Merchant coming up, and but of course that's for the IET season 2. So yeah, if, we are looking for the top singers. Even this Anjali, sorry, what's the name you mentioned? Nandini, yes.
Nandini.
Yeah, so we can give the platform to these one who are famous, so because we are about here to give platform, right, to the people who can sing, because we are just fair. We are not the other one, as you mentioned that ki ye hota, wo hota. We don't work like that. We have very open, honest. It's open platform. It's opportunity for everybody. If you got it, or got a talent, is there for you. Nobody can buy in 500 crore, 10,000 crores. It doesn't work like that with me, because
Yeah.
my thing is just to change India in a better way. So money doesn't matter. So yes, if you have talented, please ask Nandini to be in touch with us, and Mr. Bagga to be in touch with us as well. And because we are
Yes,
looking, we have we have a semi finale which we are looking the dancing judge as well, not for the grand finale, but we're looking at dancing judge as well. And I think if Mr. Baggai is there, why not? We can talk to him. And
Piyush Bhagat. Piyush Bhagat, not Bhagat.
Piyush
Bhagat.
Bhagat.
oh, Piyush Bhagat. Oh, my
Piyush
apologies
Bhagat.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, please ask please Piyush Bhagat if you can. Otherwise, my team will be in touch with him anyways, and see if he can come on board to judge this one. And of course, you can come to judge the Principal Talent Show as well.
I just wanted to
Yes.
ask you, because we have not, our school hasn't participated as yet. We do have very amazing dancers and singers. Like there's a girl in class 11 who has already sung 4 songs for Tamil and Telugu movies, and she's an amazing singer. So, but we have not registered. So, how do we go about the whole thing?
Yeah, we'll in touch with you, ma'am.
Sure.
Just in the meantime, just go to funkids.in, our website, which has got a lot of information,
Okay.
special the IIT season 2 page. So you will
Okay.
see all that. But yeah, our team personally will be in touch with you, because for
Excellent.
Hyderabad school, yeah, we have a lot of attention from there in season 1 and season
Yes.
2 as well. So apologies we couldn't. So we are just we are just growing now, and
Okay.
definitely we'll in touch with you with this. And same
Sure.
for Mousumi, if you have any. I know you have amazing kids, and same Trilok ji. Please, put forward your kids to the platform, and definitely will able to, you know, give the amazing platform to them, and let the best talent win.
Yeah. Sure.
We will love to join. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, principals.
Thank
Thank you
you
so
very
much
much.
for giving us your time, for taking your time out for principals talk show, and for doing the episode. It was a lovely episode, and I hope the audience enjoyed it. I hope, guys, you enjoyed it. And we'll be back with another episode next Thursday. Till then, you guys keep watching and stay tuned with Fun Kids India. We'll see you